welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. The eyes of the world are watching, and there is one story that we are all focused on. Hi, everybody. Kate Scott and Brock Huard here to tell the final chapter of this story. And ask the question that so many are tuned in to see answered. Can they complete, Brock, an undefeated season, which would be just the second that the NFL has ever seen?
And you know that champagne is not only on ice in that locker room, it's also on ice down in Miami as they pop that champagne. Those Dolphins in 72, the last team to actually do the whole journey undefeated. But remember, they only had 14 games in the regular season. This crew, they've achieved it through 17 games, a brutal postseason, and here they are.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air, Burrow. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for second down. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at 4th down. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. And I think this is one of those moments that you just go back in that backyard as a kid and close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little. It's living in it right now.
The rookie from Clemson in on that stop. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a give running right. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
He's tackled at the 20.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Lofts it deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Handoff on second and short. Get some space around midfield. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Two set of downs from the 37. On first down, here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB could cut off and take the other way.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. Going deep here for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals making a one-point game. T. Higgins, the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. They'll run here on first down. There he goes, right sideline. There it is, touchdown Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead on the first play of the drive. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And Brock, they are not in the spot they want to be.